Oh, special guest. Robert Southgate willing himself into existence. Hello, Rob.
That's right. Hold on. I'm one of those terrible guests. There we go. I was getting all the feedback. I was hearing the show, and it was lagged on Facebook. So I'm like, I didn't know I was on. So here I am. Hey, guys.
Thanks for fixing that, Charlie Esser. Good job.
Oh, wait. If I was Charlie Esser, I'd do this.
Oh, yeah. Pointing at your crotch. Yeah.
So,
he can't help it. His work computer has he can't help
I
it.
love a Dutch angle. What do you mean?
He can't help it. His camera's at the bottom of his screen for some reason.
The World of Madness. I don't know. I can't.
Hey, we're talking it tonight if you want to pop in.
No, I don't. Actually, I haven't seen it, and no, I'm busy. I'm busy.
Of course you are. You're Rob Southgate.
Well, I'll tell you why this happened. Number one, I lurk. I watch you guys when I can. And yesterday, Martha is now Maeve, just in case you guys didn't know. Maeve and I were talking, or I should say I was talking. She opened the door that much by saying something about, I don't know, Star Wars or Marvel. And I went for like 20 minutes. And I'm just blah, 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 and I could tell she's getting bored, and it was like a freight train. I couldn't stop. And then she finally goes, okay, do you need to podcast again? Because the
Danielle treatment.
Oh, yeah. The reason we started the network was exactly this.
And you will find out I am right so much more often than I'm wrong.
I'm like, you know what? I'm going to watch Capes and Lunatics in the morning while I'm working. So... yeah, I got up early today. I had to do all my final grades for my 2 classes, and I had to read final presentations.
See, he's a real professor too. Like,
I am. I'm a Professor Doom. Damn right. A couple of my students probably think that. So says Master Doom.
Whatever you do not look on Rate My Professor. Don't do it.
No, I always tell them, I'm like, just put down that I'm hilarious and the coolest professor ever, and then I don't look. We all know don't read the reviews. I've seen the Capes and Lunatics reviews.
Oh! I don't know. Some of those Charlie.
Don't feed the trolls, yeah.
Yeah, so I figured I would hijack the show a little bit and talk to you guys. I have not seen... I'm so far behind with everything we're doing. I have not seen the latest Batman movie. What did you guys think of it?
Slow down.
Go watch the review. She say, no, I mean, I liked it better than it was definitely better than any of that Snyderverse crap.
Yeah.
Still not better than Nolan. I don't care what anybody says. Y'all are delusional.
I mean, it's close.
The last Nolan was pretty bad, though.
Well, no, we only talk about the first 2. It's not really a trilogy.
Yeah, really. I mean, seriously. And I've seen a lot of love for that. And I'm like, really? Because it really wasn't that good.
Yeah, no.
Even though I like everything. So I did like it. I love to do the Bane impression when I can. But otherwise,
I can.
In it for what, 2 minutes?
I can.
Phil was in that movie.
I can talk. Yes, I can talk. I was in
that.
that last Nolan movie, and I can say it's not good.
You were in it, Phil?
You can't see me, but me and my wife were in that stadium scene.
Oh, so best movie ever. Can't see Phil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not like you were in Jingle All the Way or anything.
Oh,
I got 10 seconds.
Exactly.
10 seconds. I got a film credit. I still get checks. I didn't say they were more than a few cents.
Is it like the Seinfeld episode? The 5 cents. He says.
Lilith, he's a professional. He got paid money to play with those balls on screen.
Wait a minute. Are we talking about Charlie Esser?
Oh.
Lilith.
Tasteful nudity if the scene calls for
the history of balls on screen. It was Sid Marty Krofft. No. Okay.
Lilith, I should have done one of those videos from our movie reviews on Patreon when Charlie goes topless.
Please, Phil, it's very early. I don't want to start throwing up this early.
Oh, no. We just need the clip with the pizza.
What?
Remember when he was eating the pizza? Poor Marnell and freaking Diane, they never came back.
Oh, does he do it in that angle, the low angle, and he's eating pizza and it's just...
Yes, because for some reason he uses a camera. He uses a computer where building cameras at the bottom of the screen for some reason.
I've never heard of such. Must be Adele.
It must be, right.
Well, I think he uses...
This is Charlie. He's got a Commodore 64. You know, Sven Gulli had a Commodore 64, and I like to use the... Yeah. Okay.
No, he uses whatever work computer they give him. That's what it is.
I'm sure. I
Yeah,
mean,
so
I bought a
definitely
Logitech
Adele.
camera. Look at this. It's 1080p. It looks great.
I know. That's why I get a separate. I haven't
Everybody
put in one,
should
but I
get
use
an
a separate one.
Elgato face cam. My personal.
Yeah, those work. Yeah, I mean, Phil, I like how you're like down in the corner of the picture. I think that's always a real. Yeah, there he is.
He's gonna eat that mic.
What the viewers don't know is Phil is actually a little person.
Stay away, Maz.
Oh.
So yeah,
so great to see you though, Rob. What are you working on? Come on, spill.
Oh God, you want me to? Am I here to pitch?
Sure.
Oh, great. We'll be here.
I mean, when you
We'll be here for
assume.
2 hours.
No kidding. Actually, I am working on. Now that class is done, I can throw myself full in. I started a consulting business, which you know about Lilith. We were talking about it a little bit. I eventually hope to expand it and bring other people aboard to do special things. But I do basically content marketing, digital marketing, and social media consulting for podcasters. Now, here's the funny thing. So I started this thing. I got a website up. Everybody go look at it. It's called thepodcastprofs.com. Basically, I started this thing and thought, okay, I'm going to target podcasters. It's something I know about, something I can help people with. And I'm doing a mix of coaching and consulting with it, right? And I have a few podcasters I'm working with, but the funny thing is immediately it turned into other things. So I have a second business that I'm about to put the website up for.
His middle name's Gary V, honestly.
There's going to be 125 businesses by the time I'm done.
Well, that's how it goes, though, especially with consulting.
But this one is one that I had actually started a long time ago. I call it Southgate Small Business because I was actually working with small businesses, had nothing to do with this stuff. And I'm calling it that because I have all the infrastructure, but I'm helping creatives, which has been the key. I'm already working with somebody who's launching a Lord of the Rings therapy book. It's so cool. I'm taking them through the process. We're going to have it launched very soon. All their social media, all that stuff in place. And they're just I'm just driving them. Here's what we do. Here's how we have to do it.
Hey, send them our way when it drops.
I will, for sure. And I'm connecting them to Travis Langley, friend of the show. And the guys over the team over at Popcorn Psychology, which they do psychology in movies, which is super cool. You should have Ben on from that. He's a Batman freak.
But does he say Gotham like Phil?
Nobody says Gotham like Phil. Gotham. Come on, Phil. Give it to us.
Come on, Phil.
Gotham.
Oh, weak. He's been practicing.
He's like, oh, man. There's two of them. This is getting out of hand.
Come on, Phil. Say Gotham.
Maybe he'll write a book about Gotham and Nightwing. So anyway, Phil's just not. It feels like, oh, Rob hijacked my show. Now it's his show.
Nice mustache, Charlie.
Thank you.
Go to watch the YouTube, kids.
Oh man, especially since I get my mic in every shot. So yeah, I've got that thing launched. I'm helping creatives. I'm helping some people with comic books that are not with comic book creators, writers, artists that they don't understand how to manage their social media or do newsletters. I've got some people that are interested in starting podcasts.
They can't all be DG Chichester.
Right.
Yes.
So it's just been really, really fantastic, and I'm finding that my business is growing in all these different ways. And like you said, Lilith, that's what consulting is and coaching is. You think you're doing one thing, and it turns out you're doing 15 other things. But I just absolutely love it. You guys know, we had a network because I love to help people foster their creativity. That's what we're doing. At the same time, I've been working on the YouTube channel for Southgate Media Group. If you go there, you'll start seeing that things are categorized. They've got show art. There's tags on them. And the greatest thing is, we have 5,000 videos on there, and we never did anything with them, right? Now that I'm doing this, I'm watching the numbers going up on all this old material. So even Capes and Lunatics is getting some tags, which is awesome. It's awesome. So that's it. I could go on for hours,
We know.
Pod Life 2 coming out soon. So what about you guys? Do they ever get updates about you, or is it just a bunch of shenanigans and making fun of Charlie?
Yeah, that's what Capes is.
Okay.
especially the sidekick speak, because he's never going to hear this.
I only listen to Super Connectivity and Enough Said.
Oh, he doesn't know.
No.
You're telling Phil?
Super Connectivity. We ended it. Me and Charlie are doing an Avengers show now.
Is that what I saw? Because I just tagged one, or I just put it in YouTube today that it was Avengers. So Super Connectivity is done?
Yeah, I mean, we might go back every so often, but yeah, I'm like, we need.
I told them to do the legacy numbering. They don't listen to me.
I asked him. He said
Avengers Academy. They don't listen to me.
He said he doesn't.
They should listen to you.
I gave him his. I said, "You want to do legacy number?" No.
Look, this is the thing with Phil. When he wants to do a new podcast, it's almost always 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm freaking drunk. I'm not thinking straight. So
1 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Sure, do it.
1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon.
I was going to say, which one of those things happen every day?
Oh, well, both.
Phil's ideas for podcasts.
Lil's drunk.
Yeah, Phil's worse than me. I mean, I at least spread it out.
Oh, how dare you?
Things. Phil's got, every time I turn around, there's another Capes and Lunatics show, a full show. And it's on episode 78 already. I'm like, how? What?
I told him we should go back to legacy numbering. And then that really messed with people.
Oh my god!
Episode 2000.
Oh yeah, if we took every show we did and just threw the same, everything on the same numbering. Oh yeah, we'd be over 1,000.
We're not Marvel though. We don't do that here.
We don't do that here.
If you look on YouTube, I actually have split up your shows into their own playlists.
Ooh.
So that's been
Poor
a project,
thing.
but each one of them have their own.
Are you batching
playlist.
it? Do you have special tools like a vidIQ or TubeBuddy or anything?
I'm not using.
You should look into an affiliate link for those. Just saying.
Oh, Lilith, we never talk, Lilith.
You feel free to message me anytime.
I will. Well, you're supposed to be working with me when I eventually have something going. So, I that's been the trickiest thing, is figuring out how to onboard people for this kind of loose idea. Yeah, okay, Phil, settle down. You know what? Can you tell Danielle to get a couple of books to sit on?
What?
Can you get Danielle to bring you a phone book to sit on or something? You're way down in the corner there, Phil.
I'll listen to you. Here,
so, yeah. Oh, that's the other thing that happened with the consulting. I am suddenly getting paid to help people launch their podcast, which is freaking awesome, as opposed to the 125 that I did without getting paid. It's awesome. It's awesome. I mean, it's because it's not as hard as you think unless you know nothing, and then it's impossible, as you guys know.
Yeah.
It's a big learning curve, but if you know how to do it, it's like, here, let me just walk you through it, and boom, your show. I just did it for a show called Nerd Therapy, and it just launched.
I'm sensing a theme.
You know what? It's because I'm nuts and I'm a geek. No, but Nerd Therapy, I just happen to know a lot. Lilith, come on, name a subject. I probably know 15 shows and all the podcasters in it. So if I started talking paranormal, I'd go off for 2 hours about all the people I know in there.
Honestly, you just need to make that a special. We were so bummed we didn't get that paranormal special. So
did you
one day though?
Did you see that I did my graphic tales as an only on a hidden YouTube channel, or no, not YouTube, on a hidden Facebook group?
No, I did not.
How would we see it if it was a hidden Facebook group?
Well, you could have joined it because you're friends with me, and I did say something was there. You guys don't pay attention. You don't love me anymore.
I'm not on Facebook. If you did it on TikTok, I'd be there. Facebook, if we're not managing the groups, I don't care about
This is what my TikTok would look like. Paranormal podcast. This is the thing. Dumb.
I want that now.
TikTok.
Yeah, don't forget to dance.
I want that now.
I'm doing it all. I'd stand up and dance, but I'm not sure what the pants situation is.
I'm not. Okay, Charlie.
Wait a minute. Is this Charlie in a Rob suit?
Okay, just to prove I'm not Charlie, look.
Wow!
No, I got pants on.
I'm uncancelable.
But later on, there's a pants off, dance off. Free comic book day.
I'm excited.
Are you excited?
Especially for the indie stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Well, we're going to go. There's a place by us called Keith's Comics. Every year I go there, except the last two with COVID. It didn't happen. Every year we go there, they give out a lot of books, as opposed to like, here's 2. And I always get a great pick of stuff. And he also has stuff from like last year that he's got left over. So if you miss something, it's like, oh, perfect. And then we're going down to Oh Yeah Comics in Skokie, where Art Baltazar is going to be there, and the Satrin sisters. That's awesome, and they always have. I love it there because they always have a row of artists and writers that'll sign stuff and talk to you, and and for us, we know all of them, so it's really cool. It's always a great time.
Yeah, Phil, what's your guy doing?
I didn't hear anything special. I mean, again, he's a tiny shop, but I don't know.
He's supporting the small businesses. You gotta love it.
Oh, yeah, very small business, yeah.
We do. Well, all local comic book shops, for the most part, are small businesses. So.
That's right. Yeah, I love them. In fact, if I ever get my act together with Alley Chats, I actually was going to start doing a thing like every week promoting a different comic book shop. So send in your comic book shop that you love, and we'll feature them in a post and put the address and everything to try to help these guys out, because that was the whole point of the show, was to draw attention to local guys and comic book artists and writers, and get them out from under that umbrella of having to pay for all that advertising. Maybe help them out a little bit. So yeah, you can tell I got up at 5. I'm starting to lose steam. I'm never like this. Usually I can talk for hours. So let's talk about more things. You guys, did you see Mountain of Madness or Mystery of Mountain Man or whatever it is?
Are you talking about the new Doctor Strange movie?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
We're going to talk about it tonight, and
give me a spoiler. Did you like
Charlie's
it?
Thoughts.
Oh, you're
I mean,
Lilith.
it's Marvel,
yeah.
And it's not like, classic Marvel, like Iron Man or anything like that, but it's okay. And I hate Doctor Strange, and I hate Benedict Cumberbatch, so...
Okay, not fair. I love both of them, so... and Sam Raimi, too. So
well, I love Sam Raimi, and it is definitely a Sam Raimi movie, is what I will say. From Bruce Campbell's appearances, the car is there. If you know, you know. So it's all the trappings of Sam Raimi. I love that part, and they actually go real horror-esque, which is a really big step up, and I like that a lot. Way better than Morbius's kind of trappings of horror. So I was worried. The CGI is still a little shoddy.
This is MCU versus whatever that Sony thing is. You know what I mean? There's a big difference in what they do with it.
Yeah, I was a little shocked about how bad the CGI was, though. For them to be pushing IMAX and 3D so much, I was absolutely shocked. That's my one thing.
I'm really surprised, too, with all the resources they have right now. You would think that would be, especially with a big spectacle.
Well, supposedly Sam Raimi reshot like 80% of the movie, so I feel like this smells like a Snyder kind of situation. So.
Oh,
and they pulled a lot of cameos for the next movie, because this movie feels very incomplete, very much a cliffhanger.
Yeah. I kind of figured that's what was going to go on. I've heard kind of mixed reviews, although everyone's like, yeah, you should totally see it. It's awesome. But
if you're a true believer, you're a true believer. That's just how that goes with MCU.
Well, I am. In fact, I was actually hesitant with the Eternals. It was the first time I was kind of like, it wasn't really getting me. I watched the first 20 minutes or so, was not liking it, turned it off, which never happens. Then I went back. I thought I should watch the rest of it. And I ended up loving the second half of that movie.
I'm just going to say Shang-Chi's been the best film they put out so far.
It's the only one, the only one that's on Disney Plus that I haven't seen yet. I still haven't seen the Spider-Man thing. But that...
wow, you are behind, buddy.
I'm busy. I watched half of Dune. There we go.
I'm sorry.
You should have never even... You don't watch Dune until the second part comes out. Literally, it's just an advertisement for the second part.
No, I don't care. I love Dune. I would have it on a loop in here if I wasn't so busy. I'd have it just going. I love Dune. I love
No. Put the audiobooks on.
I love that too. I love the. Wait, do I have it right here?
That and Discworld, like the only two audiobooks that are like literally on my desktop right now.
Have you ever listened to World War Z?
Yeah, I have.
I can't find it. I was going to show you that I have the David Lynch Dune sitting right here, but I don't.
Ooh, you even went the David Lynch route. Nice.
Oh, yeah, of course. But instead, I've got The Killer and A Better Tomorrow. Bam! I
mean, John Woo. That's classic, iconic, actually, choreography. So I can't blame you for that one.
Well, we were in a used CD store, so Molly has gotten into music.
It's music, yes. We've seen.
And she's doing great. I mean, she writes songs like all day, and she is writing some excellent stuff. I'm really totally impressed. So she wanted to go to this used CD store.
You didn't take her to a vinyl shop? I know you guys are. Okay.
We do, and we have vinyl in the living room. And she has a bunch. She's going to be getting more. But we went to this used place. They didn't have the vinyl that she was after, but she did pick up a couple of CDs, and they had all these used DVDs. And I'm looking, and I'm like, I've got enough, and there's all the streaming, and then I was like, oh, what are the couple of them that I can never find? So like one time last year, I found Blue Thunder with Roy Scheider. What a great movie, right? Nobody put.
No, this is Charlie in a Rob suit.
Right. So this time I was like, oh, I wonder if there's one. I was like, I don't have those John Woo movies. I had them on Laserdisc, right?
That's an interesting artistic choice.
And then I'm looking, and they had The Killer for $5. It's like, oh, hell yeah. And then I found the other two. I found Better Tomorrow and what's the other one? What's the other one? Hard Boiled. Boom, right here. Oh, Hard Boiled. That one and The Killer are my two favorites.
We're doing me now.
This is where you guys find out that it's not an act. Rob is actually a nerd, guys.
Oh, you guys think it's an act? Oh, boy, you are sadly mistaken. You are off base. When I told you the story about Martha saying, or Maeve,
why'd you say that name?
Said it. Now Maeve. Yeah, that's why she had to change it because of the Snyder. Yeah. I had to get her out of there. Yeah, when she said you started a podcast network just for this, she was not joking around. Yeah, I need to nerd out pretty bad. I've been watching Moon Knight. Have you guys seen Moon Knight?
Yes.
And we all know that. It's a goodbye for the foreign team. No, it was actually interesting. I mean, I like Moon Knight, but I like more old school Moon Knight.
A little different than the comics,
yeah.
Yeah, well, me too. I mean, I like both. I view them as two different things. I like this interpretation. I thought this was really cool. I think that
I like Steven, and he was through the ringer, so it's just like I just want to hold him, put a little blanket, shock blanket, and give him some cocoa or some tea, whatever you prefer.
Okay.
Because Mark is he's a madman.
Oh, he's the worst. He's the worst, and he's awesome. I love how they were doing it with the how he would look and he'd see the reflection of Mark, and Mark would be like, "Just give me the body." Like it's go time. I thought that was really fun how they were doing that. So yeah, Moon Knight was awesome. What else have I watched? We just finished Ozark. Did you guys watch Ozark?
Yeah, that's okay. But did you watch Peacemaker? I think that's the best DC thing around.
Yeah.
It is.
Next to the Harley Quinn animated show, those two are just.
I've watched the first, I think, 3 episodes of Peacemaker.
Oh, keep going.
Oh, it gets so much better.
And
we had Annie on.
Yeah, we actually had an interview with Annie Chang. Yeah, I mean, the second half is... I mean, the first 3 are okay, but yeah, the second half is even better. So much better.
Okay, because the first 3 are exceptional.
It gets better. It gets better.
Yeah.
So much better. Yeah. And we're getting Viola Davis in season 2. I mean, not Viola Davis. Yeah, Viola Davis in season 2. So.
Yeah, that's a win right there.
Because we need more Amanda Waller right now.
Absolutely. Yeah, I liked the Suicide Squad movie. I thought it was good. I thought it was a good time. It once again, like Lilith, like you were saying, it felt a little incomplete. It did to me too. It felt
because of the TV show, yeah.
Yeah, and
they wanted to leave you wanting for more, but they killed Pete Davidson, so
5 stars.
Okay, Kanye, settle down, Kanye.
It's his favorite movie, guys.
No, man, you know what? He is not a favorite of mine. I don't get it, and I keep saying I think I'm just too old.
I was like, Steve Buscemi crawled so he could run. Okay, I'm like, if you've seen young Steve Buscemi, they're the same person.
Right. Only one of them is a really
actual
gifted
talent.
Actor.
Yeah, exactly.
You ever see
Comedic
Trees Lounge?
too? Yeah.
You ever see Trees Lounge?
Yeah.
What a great movie! That was one he directed. I love that movie. What about? Well, of course you've seen Ghost World.
Yeah.
Oh, he's pathetic in that.
In a good way, but in the best way.
I'm sure, Lilith, you just wanted to hug him and hold him and teach him about and talk about comic books with him, right?
Exactly.
Yep. Put on your Batgirl mask. Zap.
Yeah, Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
Poor
you know
thing.
what? I'd see him on Saturday Night Live. Like, I just clips. I don't even watch
Although, the Tucci Gang thing, I was like, I too love Stanley Tucci, and that is a bop.
Yeah, but...
Yeah. That's it. He's like a 2-hit wonder. He's not like, Andy Samberg or anybody like that.
Right.
So.
Right. Exactly. I don't know. He kind of fits. I mean, I see him in the Kardashian universe. I'm like, okay, I get it. It's like the Snyderverse. It's just a bunch of crap. Although I watched the Snyderverse.
Ooh.
Poor thing. I'm sorry.
I'm not watching this stuff. Yeah, and I didn't mind him dying right away. I like the Suicide Squad movie though. I thought it was good.
The Gunverse should be shaping up. They're spinning another cop show out of that and something else.
Oh, are they?
So yeah,
that's cool.
So
That's
he's
cool.
got his
I'll
own
take
little
it.
pocket universe. That's pretty cool. I don't know what we're gonna do with Ezra Miller.
Fire him.
Oh
I've been waiting on
Yeah,
them to say he's going to rehab like any day now.
Lilith,
Fire
that
them.
was what started the conversation yesterday with me.
Oh,
Now I remember. And actually, it wasn't Ezra Miller. It was the Johnny Depp trial that started it. And then I went off about Ezra Miller. And then I went off about everything. And I think I condensed an entire year of This Week in Geek into 20 minutes.
Poor Maeve.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Ezra Miller's a hot mess. He needs to go. I think
get him some help. Like back in the day, you just would like what it didn't matter what the studio was. You would never hear about this, and you just hear, oh, they just got out of rehab for exhaustion. They were extremely dehydrated. Those kind of things. Where is the marketing? Where is the PR?
Yeah. Although he might be such a hot mess that PR is not able to get out of this. They might have to just
He needs a what they call a professional friend, somebody that like, well, like the person that, hey, you can't go out today. Hey, give me your phone. You can't use social media. Like,
right. A handler.
Yes.
He
a
needs
professional
a
friend. Yes.
They need a conservatorship.
But you know what? You're kind of seeing this right now, and I'm sure it's because of the access with social media and all that this stuff gets exposed so fast. You're seeing people that should have a handler that are actually handling them, like an Amber Heard. Instead, I think she's driving the bus, and it's just this hot flaming mess. Ezra Miller, hot flaming mess, and you're starting to see it bleed into other people. Now, Bill Murray had this issue, but they have been navigating it by him coming out. You can tell it's PR. They're like having him kind of, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't understand, and this is behavior.
Well, and he's always had that reputation, but the Gen Z kids don't care. They're like, oh, just because that was acceptable in the 70s and 80s, no, we're going to hold you accountable. So
yeah. Well, and they're quick to cancel.
And also, Ghostbusters is going to be a thing, the new reboot.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Do you think he'll be in the 18th? I don't know what number we're on now. It's 3, 1, 2, then the 3, 4, the 5th one. Do you think he'll be in there?
I think they're gonna. Everybody that's still living is gonna come back. Oh, you have to. We love Paul Rudd here.
Oh yeah, he's great.
You have to. I think you'll like it. It was very, as things are, nostalgia driven, but in a good way, not like gratuitously gross or anything. So.
Well, I like the whole idea of the legacy movie where you come back and it's that,
and it's his son. Later. It's the whole atmosphere of everything that was set up. Yeah.
I think that's cool. And do they leave it open for?
Yeah, of course.
Well, for the original,
it's a good ending. Well, yeah, kind of. They can always bring back the team no matter what, though. That's the thing.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like Ghostbusters. It's funny. The first one, people are going to hate this. The first one didn't hold up for me as much on the last watching. It's good. I like the idea of it more than I liked the movie. Now, watching it back in the day, it was like the greatest movie. I thought it was hilarious. There's something about it didn't hold up for me the same way. Actually, you got
to put your nostalgia goggles on, Rob. That's all.
You know what the truth might be? Is now that I think about it, Bill Murray made the movie for me back then. Bill Murray in it the last time I saw it, he was such an asshole. The character was such an asshole.
That's Bill Murray though. It's Bill Murray is the original Jason Momoa being Jason Momoa. Either you love it or you hate it, whether it's in The Life Aquatic or, any other. It's literally Bill Murray being Bill Murray.
I love him in the Anderson movies. Oh, my God.
They built the movie around him. And so, he has more carte blanche to be an a-hole than the other movies that he's been in, I think, is probably what you're noticing.
Yeah, and I think it kind of rubbed me wrong. I was like, there's a little too much focus and allowing him to be an a-hole.
And that's what happens when you're friends with the director. Look at Johnny Depp and Tim Burton. I'm just saying.
Things happen. I'm going to check that one out. I haven't seen the new Matrix. I heard that's bad, but I can't.
Don't bother.
No, I haven't.
Listen. Just watch the Animatrix. That's the best Matrix movie they ever made.
Oh, I love the Animatrix. It's amazing. But I have to watch it. Got to be a completist for that. Because you know what? I do, even though people...
I used to be a completist, and then DC hurt me. So...
That's going to happen.
I was just like, it just took one book. Oh, I'm not going to buy that book. Well, if I'm not going to buy this book, then I might as well stop collecting this book too. And then it bled into Supernatural. We're like, I actually don't care after season 9. I'll come back when it's done.
Yeah, but are you going to watch the reboot or the extension or whatever the hell it is? The one with only one of the two guys?
I'm sure no Supernatural fans are watching this. I don't really care for Jensen Ackles. I'm more of a Jared Padalecki girl. I'm a Sam girl. I watch Walker. I like the original Walker. I like the new Walker. I have no interest.
He's the one that was on Gilmore Girls, right?
Jared Padalecki, yes.
Yeah. That's
Jason Ackles was, he rubbed me the wrong way when he showed up in Smallville. So.
Oh, what was he in Smallville?
Yeah, he was basically an older guy going after Lana. It was a whole thing. So I never really got over that whole stigma. So.
Yeah, so problematic. Jason Ackles.
No, not Jason Ackles. Just the characters he chooses to play. Right. And the character he played in Dark Angel. It's just the whole thing.
It's just the whole thing. Lilith does not approve. Phil, you need to get a stamp that comes up. Boom, not approved.
He gets that enough, and I'm like, no, you're not doing another podcast. No.
Oh, you want to do a podcast? Things Lilith hate. Episode number 642.
Oh, you don't want another thing. Well, that's the Patreon.
She's like, I'm still talking about this supernatural thing. Lilith,
I'm still bitter, but it's okay.
Phil, you've gone silent. Did we hijack your show?
We did, of course.
We?
All right, I will leave you guys alone. If you want to start a podcast, contact me at thepodcastprofs.com. And if you got any other stuff you need me consulting, let me know. If you want your show edited, I'm doing that too.
Hey, Phil, you hear that? Want some time back in your life?
It'll cost you,
give him the old full stream ahead.
It used to be free.
Yeah, I'll give you the Charlie and Maude show.
I'll whip them into shape. You know me. If I'm dealing directly with them, that would change, Phil.
You have to cut off the first 5-10 minutes where they're just BSing before they actually start the show.
It's the bloopers,
I thought that's
Phil.
what we were doing now.
Oh yeah. Heavy editing on this show.
That's Phil. That part is pure gold. The first 5 minutes where I talk about
you gotta watch the YouTube for this, guys. Please, I urge you.
MST 3K. Back in 1964, there was an issue of Pure Science that had. Okay.
He probably hasn't heard the one of the newest Charlie drops.
I'm going to wear a gimp mask and murder people.
Okay.
He's like, on that note, I gotta go.
I'm uncancelable.
That just put an image in my head that I think needs to go away.
Everyone loves cocaine.
That sums up the Batman movie with starring Robert Pattinson.
The Riddler, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't seen that yet. Oh, I already said that.
Yeah.
All right. I got to go have some coffee.
All right.
Guys,
have fun.
Thank you, Rob.
Thank you for having me on. This was a lot of fun. I got a little bit out.
Anything for Maeve and Molly.
It's like a big fart. I had to sneak a little out so the pressure was released a little.
Oh,
I need that as a drop.
Okay. Oh, definitely. I mean, we'll have to have you on Capes where, we'll just be like, okay, this episode, Rob talks about whatever.
Send them the calendar for 269.
Please do. I'll go on anything. 269. I don't know anything about Green Lantern.
Wow!
I'll filibuster. You know me. I'll filibuster.
We haven't decided what we're doing for 269 yet, but it's going to be in July. So
that's Lil's pet project. Yes.
269.
Better than one.
Yeah, I know you guys. That's your target number for everything. If the show gets to that, the party's on.
Yes, okay. It's me. It's my branding.
That's okay, Lilith.
So he hasn't heard about Summer of '69 then? Okay. In July, most of our shows are doing comics from 1969.
Ah, ooh.
See, we it's synergy. We all bring it all together.
Didn't we do an episode where we did?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
But I mean, we're doing a bunch of. You could join me and Charlie on our new Avengers show. On that, we're going to be doing all the Thor issues from 1969.
Oh, cool! That's when he had the stick and the rainbows. Yeah, that was my era of Thor. When I started reading the newer Thor, I'm like, what happened?
Oh, I know.
Wait a minute. It's all coming together.
All right. I'm going to get Rob. Lilith and I are going to be doing Spider-Man issues from 1969.
Oh, that I would be down with that.
I was going to say.
We could probably drag a Lil in for that. And you might get video of a Lil in like a full Spider-Man costume, which would be something special.
We can't drag him away from his Disney World dreams.
Have you guys seen his post where he's getting to ride the rides early?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, he's very happy, although he is in Florida. So,
hey man, depends on what part of Florida, where they drain the swamp or not. You know.
Yeah, I think he's insulated where he is. Like, okay, I'm in the Magic Kingdom.
If he's in Orlando, it's really nice. You're not even near the water. I mean, once you get away from the downtown Orlando, Disney Springs traffic, it's really nice in Orlando. I couldn't not be by a beach, but that's just me.
Yeah, we've been down there. We went to
Orlando is central. It's not near any water. It's not like Tampa or Miami. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little rougher, but going up to Orlando was beautiful. It's awesome. It was awesome. It's kind of its own. It should just become its own state.
I mean, they were self-governing for a very long time. They were trying to get another city before this whole thing with the governor. The governor's gonna cave because it's just too much money to lose.
Oh yeah, this is all posturing, and there's no way.
Although, if we can get rid of Bob Chapek because of this, I'm down for that. He's got to go.
All right, and now it's turned into a pundit show hosted by Phil Perich. What say you?
Well, he has no opinion because he doesn't live in Florida.
What is your opinion on the tax code in Florida?
Exactly. Well, we should turn into Nevada. That's all I'm saying. I mean, we already don't pay state taxes, but we need actual casinos, and that would fix the need for Disney World.
It's Florida. It's Florida. Why not? Get casinos and brothels everywhere.
I mean, put them on the steamboats.
Imagine what would happen to Florida. Florida man would just be every single person.
Power up.
The casinos help Detroit initially. It's just that they don't have good local or state governments to actually spread that money out.
Right.
But they saw a huge insurge and an influx of money and stuff, and they just kind of squandered it. But I'm just saying, I think casinos would fix our need of reliance on Disney World.
Yeah, well...
and when we get a blue governor, he can call me.
But it fixed the need for meth. I'm just asking for a friend.
Well, we just make it here. We send it up to Kentucky and everywhere else. We're just manufacturing.
Okay.
We traded for moonshine. See, it's a whole thing.
Oh, now we know Lilith's secret sauce.
Oh my God! I don't know if you're watching Better Call Saul, but you better be watching Better Call Saul.
Oh, yeah,
it's on the last season.
Last season, I'm so sad.
Yeah, I know.
I think we just finished the third episode of this last bit, so
yeah, I think we're
almost caught up. But oh my God, Better Call Saul's amazing.
Why didn't Jesse get a spinoff? Like, I didn't even like Breaking Bad until I saw El Camino, and then had to I watched all of Breaking Bad basically in one sitting
because he was busy doing BoJack. BoJack.
Oh God.
No, you're going to call Charlie. Please don't.
Have I mentioned that BoJack is the greatest cartoon of all time? In fact,
greatest adult animated show next to Big Mouth. I absolutely agree.
Yeah, well, the spinoff of Big Mouth is not the greatest.
Human Resources. Well, it's a Flash situation. It's like, we're going to make Arrow to make Flash. We're going to make Big Mouth to make Human Resources. And the spinoff's never as great. Now?
Yeah, well, it's not... I wouldn't even categorize it as not even as great. It's hot garbage.
I only saw the first episode.
Shady
Durags told me it sucked, so I believe him.
There was nothing even funny, remotely funny in it. It was just a bunch of garbage.
Sorry to make you listen to all
what
this.
What a waste.
Poor Phil. He doesn't do the BoJack. Phil doesn't do the BoJacks or the Big Mouths. Or the Rick and Mortys.
Really? Rick and Morty's amazing. Rick and Morty's great. BoJack's
great.
Phil,
if I'm watching The Office all 9 seasons, you're gonna watch something, buddy.
Get me time.
You're gonna watch all 9 seasons?
She's probably already halfway already.
I like Parks and Rec, so
yeah, so do we.
I figured I'd give it a shot.
The other night we watched, I don't know if you saw, we posted the Library Association had Jeff Tweedy and Rick Offerman, is that his name, on doing like a talk about the book they did together and everything. It was super cool. Nick Offerman. Your
library's cool. I mean, shout out to my librarians. They try, but they have a very small budget. We have to work on a fundraiser, but yeah.
Our libraries around here are awesome.
It's Chicago.
When we were doing our, the Schaumburg one right here is like a national award-winning one. It's huge. And we actually worked with, they would do Comic-Cons, and we were like the ground floor of that. The first one at Schaumburg, we went in and did live panels for them. They didn't have any idea what that was. They were just like, what could you do for us? I did live panels to a room of like 3 people. And Lilith, you would have been dying. Like I'm sitting in a room with like 3 people at this library, and I was getting guests that were in their artist alley. And I had Gene Ha and Art Beltzer. I had like huge names in this room, just me and them. And we were just talking smack because I know these guys. And I'm like, this would have been, if we had done this at a Comic-Con like C2E2 or something, it would have been a packed house. because of who I had. And instead we had like 3 people. But now when you go there, it's filled out a lot better. It's awesome. And there's a really good one in Elgin. Actually, God, now that I'm saying it, I should probably swing by there for Free Comic Book Day. They usually have a good stack that they give out.
All right. I am editing.
I got a busy day ahead.
I am editing. Rob is getting his own episode on the Capes feed. This is episode 1 of Rob Rants, okay?
Oh! Yes!
And I am
You're
not
welcome, Maeve.
I am not kidding.
Anytime you want to.
Yes.
You know you're more than welcome.
Phil.
We'll even edit you. You don't even have to edit yourself.
Okay, Phil.
Yes.
If you want to do one of those, I would be down. I can't do it weekly. You know.
No. Oh, we give him a Chichester. We do it every month, Lilith.
I would do it.
Every month. Oh, yes. Bring it.
All right. And then you can pay me to edit it.
No, we'll edit you for free. So we'll take one thing off your plate.
Yeah.
I would absolutely love that. Plus, then I can promote because I've got 800 things to promote. Phil,
and like I said, send your book people our way. We'd love to have them.
Oh, I've always got a million of those connections. I'll send you people. I mean, I've always got people.
I got a super connected brand you can buy.
We could call it Super Connected.
Oh, can you imagine? Charlie, I'm restarting Super Connectivity, but you're not on it.
Phil, it's my intellectual
You have to buy an email from them, though, because you're going to need to be all one word.
Actually, my shows. So if I'm on there, Charlie will be guesting. I'm guesting. And then, on This Week in Geek, the Chris Puppet still exists.
Oh, no!
I do a one-man show. I've got everybody on it. You know it. The Chris Puppet.
Oh, good Lord. But yes, we
had kids over and they played with the Chris Puppet.
Hey-o.
I think it needs an adult now. Somebody took its clothes and its mustache and beard.
That's the Charlie Puppet.
No, should we? I don't have a Charlie Puppet.
Oh.
It's gotta be in a what's that? What's that character he likes?
I don't need a Charlie Puppet.
Who's Svengoolie?
No.
Anyway. Yeah, I can make Charlie super jealous because I might be able to get Svengoolie on as a guest.
Oh,
not Spider-Gwen. What's the character he likes?
Gwenpool?
Yeah, Gwenpool. It's got to be in a Gwenpool costume.
Yuck. Charlie in a Gwenpool costume.
He said he would do it.
Yuck. Oh, yuck. That's like enough said. If you listen to the very first season, there was out of nowhere, Jack is like, we should have a contest. So we said something. It was before we had the No Prize. And he said something like, if people call in with whatever, I will dress in an Agent Carter outfit. And I'm like, what does that mean? He's like, because he was in the military. So I have access. I can get like the whole skirt and the whole thing. I'm like, what? So yeah, Jack was going to go full Agent Carter.
Any excuse is better than none.
So I'm thinking, not that I would object to it, Jack, if this is your thing, go for it, Agent Jack. But yeah, that was back when we used to do the fun names. Jumpin' Jack Wingrowski, Jolly Jack Wingrowski.
When he was working for Free Frosties, yeah.
Yeah, he was working for Free Frosties. Hard to believe he's now got a doctorate, Hard to believe I call him Dr. Farts.
Leave it to Rob to take the piss out of somebody's degree.
I wonder if I can get Jack on here. Wouldn't that be fun on Rob's Rants?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
get the gang back together. Yeah.
Hey, that'll be your show. You invite whoever you want. That'll be your thing.
Once a month, I get to jump on. I'll jump on StreamYard and do something.
Yes.
But who? You guys are going to join me, right?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll be here. Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I don't want to make a new podcast.
I'm sure if I mention it if I make Charlie aware of its existence, he'll want to jump in.
See, this feels like I'm not doing a podcast. I'm just jumping on and talking to my friends. That's what I need.
That's a podcast.
It's a show about nothing.
Lilith, a podcast to me is, okay, now launch 14 more podcasts, and you've got to deal
and
with
write a book.
And social media and write a book and do a live show. And, wait, how do we make a vinyl album of it? And Lilith mentioned vinyl. How do we make this happen? Actually, I have the resources.
Okay.
Not resources, money. Resources like ways to do it. I considered making a greatest hits album of some of the SMG stuff at one point. And I thought, I'm going to spend all this money.
Phil, that's what I'm getting you for Christmas. Send me all the drops. I'm going to put it on a record.
A vinyl version? That'd be awesome. There are lots of places that'll do that for you. It's really cool.
Somebody's muffin's getting buttered. I don't need my ADD to get a new fixation, so I'm just going to leave that there.
Okay, this is the part the court transcripts will want to focus on. Yes, Rob, we just want your thoughts. The show just
Okay, so I have to go from smiling to crying as fast as Amber Heard.
Oh.
Lilith, you could play cello for my show. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Ooh, I haven't done that in a while.
I would love. I'll make you bring out the cello sometime.
The Rob Southgate variety show.
I'll settle for you'll settle for the piano and you'll love it.
Oh!
Would you play piano? Can you do the Batman theme?
I'll practice.
Oh my
You
God!
give me a good theme.
It's the Rob Southgate talk show. It's like my next guest from Tampa, Florida.
Yeah. I hope you weren't listening in to listen about Batman because it's all about everything.
I told you I'm taking this out, man. There will be a separate Batman episode. This is going to be episode 1, Rob Brands. This is or episode 0. Would you rather episode
Rob
0?
Brands. We need a different name. Super Connected is a pretty funny name.
Oh!
You better not.
But we could because I'm the one who came up with Super Connectivity. That was my show that I created for Charlie. So could I not be super connected?
You know he's going to be in Michigan this summer. That's nothing but a hop skip from where you are. So if that's what you want to do.
I can't imagine Charlie hops and skips anywhere.
I can. Obviously, you don't know the man.
See, I just did a silent one there. So you have to look at the video to see
That's right,
my
kids.
Charlie
Check
reaction.
the YouTube, yeah. All right, well, tell me the name, because, I'll put this up as episode 1, episode 0, whatever you want.
All right. Well, for now, we'll just think about it. We'll come up with something, but I definitely want to do it. I think this is a lot
Oh, wait,
of fun.
what did they call it? You gotta get a placeholder name. Unnamed Rob Southgate Show.
Oh. That's it, please.
What, do you want that as the official title, the Unnamed Rob Southgate Show?
That's perfect. Perfect.
The nonsensical Rob Southgate Show.
Nope, unnamed.
Unnamed.
Don't ruin it, Phil. It's like the Untitled Goose Game.
Don't think too hard. Yeah, don't think too hard about it.
The unnamed show with named. The unnamed show
it.
with named Rob Southgate.
I think that is a very funny way to go.
The unnamed show. Wait,
And
the
then we
unnamed
gotta
Rob
figure out a
Southgate
time
show.
because
Okay.
I will absolutely let some of my friends know. You never know who I could get to stop by.
He's like, I don't care as long as Rob
He
Southgate's
doesn't
in
want
the
to be
title.
put into a corner. He doesn't want to be boxed in.
I mean, I can't.
Nobody puts Rob in a corner.
Does that mean you're going to lift me up and hold me up at the end of it? Just like, oh, yeah, I'm
Can
baby.
we get an F in the chat for Patrik Swayze? F in the chat for Patrik Swayze.
Make it rain.
For Patrik Swayze?
No, for Rob
Yeah,
Southgate.
he passed away.
Yes. No, he just played Make It Rain. So, all right, I need to go. You guys are distracted.
Okay,
I've
so-
done a lot of work prep.
We distracted you. Wait a second. So the unnamed Rob Southgate show, or do you want the Master Doom show?
Oh, unnamed Rob Southgate show.
Okay.
I think that's awesome. That's awesome, and it's going to be on your feed.
Yes.
The whole thing.
He just shows up to look pretty. He is turning into Charlie.
Yeah, I know.
Because it was.
Maybe I'll get I will get a second camera and have a Charlie puppet that's just like this the whole
You
time.
should.
Just sitting in the corner the whole
Oh
time.
God, Molly.
I wonder if I could get Diane to crochet a Gwenpool costume for the puppet.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Why do I see Molly's gonna have to learn puppeteering and stuff? Oh my.
Phil.
Oh, I'm sure she already knows. Oh, Rob.
She's already done puppeteering.
Yeah, don't you know that?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, she did it at our church.
Her resume is so long. How am I supposed to remember all this stuff? Come on.
Just assume she's done it.
True.
Yeah, seriously.
She's working on her physics and she's working on her degree in nuclear physics as we speak.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Did you see that our friend is?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's 13. If you look in the news, look up Elliot Tanner.
Oh, sounds like a potential guest.
He is 13, and he just is entering his doctoral program at the.
Make Charlie feel real bad.
at
Yeah,
the
we got to
U.
get him on.
Yeah,
Hey.
and it's been all over the news. It was just in People magazine. They talked about him on Jimmy Fallon. His name is Elliot Tanner, and you should follow him. People should follow him. And the thing is, the U did not give him scholarship money. Can you imagine a 14-year-old going into your doctoral program? And they had all these reasons. So that's why it made the national news. It's like, why are we not? This is a 13-year-old that is not being pushed by his parents. He's a super genius.
If nothing else, wouldn't they give them tax breaks for that or something? Don't they
He
give
was
you
on
stuff
Young
for that?
Sheldon as Sheldon's friend because he is the real-life Young Sheldon. And now he's good friends with that kid.
Oh, that's cool.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Oh,
So,
yes.
yeah, you should follow him. It's Elliot Tanner. Really, really great. And then
So
Molly...
did they do a Kickstarter or anything for him? Or like what's
They
going
did.
on?
They did a GoFundMe, and they hit it in like no time. But still, there's a lot of expenses
That's crazy.
involved. It's crazy, yeah. And then Molly, I mean, you know about Molly with all her stuff, and she's going to Interlaken this year, and she's
I did not see that. Great.
Lilith, she's going.
Kelly's gonna gush about. You know, Kelly went to Interlaken.
Yes, she already wrote to us. She is going for writing.
Oh, okay.
Not acting. She's doing writing there, and she had to submit, and she got the merit scholarship, the full scholarship for Interlaken based on her writing, which is not surprising when you read what she's doing. And then they have another friend, Huxley. Both of Elliot and Molly have another friend who's in that same age group, who is
it's something lead. In the water down there. He's
this kid is going to get to Broadway. He just got the lead, or he's right now performing as the lead in Diary of a Wimpy Kid, which is debuted in Minnesota. So he is Doug in Diary of a Wimpy Kid. So,
yeah, it's something in the water down there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Robert Southgate. Send me a good headshot. I'll create some social media for the unnamed Rob Southgate show. Come up with some.
That's Phil's favorite part, I swear.
Come up with So come up with some guests, yeah. Oh, if you want to record a quick promo, I'll play it on our shows.
Oh, I'll make something up.
Okay.
I absolutely will. This is awesome. What a way to get it out. The problem is like with like This Week in Geek, it was too hard to schedule.
Yeah.
And like I didn't want to do it like at night every time.
Yeah, no.
And like jumping on Saturday morning, I'm already up doing stuff. I just jump on and do a show once a month.
Once a month we'll record it on a weekend somewhere. Yeah.
And I'll get Bleed Over. I'll get Scott on here, and I'll get a Lil, and
get the gang back together.
But I got guests.
We know you all guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I got guests. I could probably start spreading the word.
Honestly, we only care for Maeve and Molly. That's the only reason we're doing it.
If I can drag them out of
Lilith
their bedrooms this early, we
Lilith,
can get them on. They are the most interesting.
There's our title, the third best Southgate show.
That's even better.
You want that?
Oh shit! Oh please!
You want that? You want that?
That's the one.
Yes.
The third best Southgate show with Rob Southgate.
Bill. Oh my god. That's the show.
I knew that drop would come in handy one day.
Absolutely glorious.
There's our tagline, the third best Southgate show starring Rob Southgate.
I love it so much. All right, we're down. All right, I got to go. Stop distracting me.
All right, kids.
Get you out of here. Get your coffee and get your books.
All right, kids. Catch
it. Yeah, I got to go. I got books to get.
This will be the May episode. Catch him in June, kids, when he comes back.
All right. And go look at thepodcastprofs.com.
Will be in the links below.
Yes.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye. Day.
Thank you for creating a new show. Bye.